Very mature, I know.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. It's time for Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville. John Dwyer.
In the house, how are you?
You look good.
I was this close to wearing, I have a burgundy tuxedo thing, and I should have, typically when I was doing the morning news, I would call the co-anchor and say, what are you wearing? Because we don't want to clash. I should have texted you or called. I'm so sorry. Epic fail on my part.
No,
it's
not.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you look
and
beautiful.
Happy holidays to you.
If you'd called me earlier and to find out what I was wearing, literally on the way in, someone was helping me get hay off my butt.
Okay.
I mean, I am on a farm, so I never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that the person in charge of doing that did a fine job.
Thank you. I have no hay.
You are hayless. I don't know. We probably should move on.
I know we should. It actually was our production coordinator, Mona Bagsby, who helped me. She said, I'm a ride or die. Got it. Check me for hay. Check me for hay. But you know what we got? We've got food. When you go to banquets in Nashville, you host a lot of things. I host a lot of things. Banquet food is always the same thing at many places.
It's a little
piece of chicken,
pretty generic. Always
green
chicken,
beans,
always protein, green
beans, and some kind of potato.
Right, that's it.
Okay, when you come to the Omni,
whole different deal.
Oh my
Next
gosh.
level.
Let's talk banquets.
Level
Let's
above
talk
level. Yeah.
Chef Carl is here. Chef Kyle is here.
Good afternoon.
And you are in charge of banquets here at the Omni?
Yes, I'm the executive chef.
Don't eat the mic, but I mean not
Get
literally,
closer.
but I would get closer there.
I am in charge of all the banquets that happen, which is a lot in Omni Nashville.
This is the most unusual, beautiful food ever. I mean, first of all, you eat with your eyes first.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about what we have here.
Sure. And all this is after our 2023 menu, so our upcoming menu. So 2 appetizers here, both cold. This is our shrimp and crab ceviche with a plantain chip and fresh avocado. And then for the vegans, we actually have a cauliflower ceviche, which is a pickled cauliflower that we char with a little bit of Taijin and treat it just like a ceviche, but it's for the vegans. It's vegan friendly.
The vegans, because the vegans do come to Nashville.
Correct. And on the opposite end of the spectrum,
Oh my God.
we have our slow roasted braised pork belly bao bun.
This, I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but this is phenomenal.
So this is our plate up. This is a plate up that we actually do. We're actually doing one this weekend for 800, but this is on our new menu. This is a braised short rib with short rib braising liquid. It's a plantain Yukon mashed potato. It's braised shrimp with rosemary and a little bit of rosemary confit, tomato, charred squash, charred butternut squash. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's just different. Tell us a little bit about the size of banquets that you've prepared for.
So we prepare, our covers are typically since January of 3rd of this year to November, we've done 53,855 breakfast covers. We've also done 57,125 lunch and then 22,465 dinners, which is a total of 133,445.
That's like the Titan Stadium twice.
Correct.
But having to do
bigger than
a
the
meal,
Tennessee Volunteer Stadium.
Well, better yet. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's like Bristol Motor Speedway.
Exactly.
Do you want to keep going?
Exactly.
You want to name other venues? No, we're good. Okay, no, that's a lot of things, and everyone has to be quality.
Every single one has to be exactly the same with a high-end quality. Absolutely.
This was so pretty. Do you have a lot of people taking pictures of the food when it first arrives? I mean, food selfies are like
who does that?
We just did.
Everybody does. Yeah, we just did.
Yeah, we definitely do. And I think we pride ourselves in the banquet operation to go above and beyond and not do the box theme, not just take out of the box, actually make the food. Everything we do here, we make in-house. We braise our own short ribs. We season them with salt and pepper, for 3 days out, so they form a pellicule around the meat, so they sear all nice. We do every little step.
And it takes, obviously, you're the chef and you get the cool uniform and all that, but it takes, it's more than you. It takes an army to do this, and it has to be all coordinated, and there's a lot of teamwork involved.
Absolutely. We have to stay very organized. We're a 3-day prep list out. If we don't stay 3-day prep list out, you're not going to see this amazing food. And we get to do this amazing food because we are so well organized. And we have an amazing staff here. I have some amazing sous chefs. Couldn't ask for a better group of guys. Yeah, for real.
When people come in for the holidays, do you have any big groups that are coming in during the holiday season where you have to prepare holiday meals?
Absolutely. We have a lot of sports teams, different corporate events that we have. We prepare holiday meals. We actually have holiday menus we prepare for Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. So we're absolutely prepared to accept bigger holiday parties with the traditional holiday themes.
What's your background?
My background, I'm from Virginia originally. I was a head chef I used to own a catering company for a little bit. I was a head chef at a seafood restaurant for 7 years. Stopped doing that for a little bit, opened up a greenhouse and sold microgreens to Richmond, and then got on task force from Omni. Met David Harker, who is our corporate chef here at Nashville at that point.
That him, yeah.
And he got me on here, and I've been here for 8 years.
Oh, I wondered if you had a real seafood background, and I'm going because you, a Louisiana girl, you got the seafood thing down. I said, oh my goodness, chef, this is looking good.
A couple little fun facts we have about the quantities that we actually do in banquets. Just for our sliced fruit, for our breakfasts and things, we go over 50,000 pounds yearly. That equals over 7 Predators and Bonies just in 1 year.
Did not know that was a measuring stick, but
Yes,
now
actually
that is
the Zamboni
now
cup.
I
We
think
had
of
it
it.
right
Yeah.
here.
And
Yeah.
we're world famous for our biscuits. So we make all of our biscuits in-house, 80,000 per year. If you stack them end to end, it's 40 Titans football fields.
Oh my goodness.
That is impressive. You've spent way too much time trying to figure out ways to quantify. This is very impressive. And this is now when you say this is 2023, will people get these starting now? I mean, are you going to try?
You're more than welcome to ask for these now. We're more than, like I said, we do have an 800-person party that's actually getting that exact dish, that short rib and shrimp dish. So we are currently doing that, and we only have about a month and a half left to this year. So yes, absolutely.
Incredible. So anybody that's looking to plan, I always say that there's somebody watching somewhere in the world, and they're watching this going, we were thinking about coming to Nashville and having our convention here. The Omni is a great place for that because the food, there's nothing ordinary about the food at the Omni.
Ever changing.
Oh my goodness. Well, incredible. Chef Kyle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your effort today. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to take a bite or two or three.
This show tells you all the things coming up in Nashville and the fun things to do. Going into the holiday season, we are busy. So stay tuned. We've got more stuff for you to do coming up on Taste of Nashville.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Christmas for Kids is back at the Ryman this November 21st. Christmas for Kids provides children with shopping sprees, coats, and unforgettable experiences every year. This annual fundraising concert helps bring that experience to more kids. This year is hosted by Phil Vassar and includes Chris Young. The frontmen, which is Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas, Essex County, and a whole lot more. Christmas for Kids, November 21st. To purchase tickets, go right now to ryman.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
This is Taste of Nashville. It's Mornings on Main Street. We are brought to you just so we can show you good stuff coming on. Everybody comes to Nashville, especially from Los Angeles, right?
It seems more and more people. I was just talking to a real estate investor who said that the number one state of people that are, I don't think he used the word invading, but moving,
Migrating.
kind of migrating, manifest destiny the other way, is people are coming to Tennessee from California in droves, and they're not going back. So no, this is fantastic.
They're coming here to stay because they're putting down some roots, some serious roots. Well, I first saw this guy. Well, I just know that I heard about him. Because,
You like all the cute ones. I mean, duh.
I mean, come on. Anyway, one of his first movies was with my little sister, Faith Ford.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did not know that.
Yeah, and then on ABC, I watched this show called Mistresses that I really loved, and this cute hunk was playing a guitar, and I went, who is that? And then when I was at WSM, and he walks, I went, oh my God, it's you. And we started a friendship, and now he's doing movies. It's Christmas movie time in Tennessee and everywhere else. Rob Mays, everybody, actor extraordinaire, singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, you have got so much stuff coming on, but I got to talk about, first of all, Trace Adkins is in that new Monarch show.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to work with Trace as Trace the Cowboy.
We did. And I think that it is safe to say that I will always look up to him.
Yes, as does everybody. Yeah, tall mountain of a man.
Oh, yeah.
Because y'all did the Western together. The last time I saw you had like the long Western hair.
I had long hair. I had a full-on mustache.
Was that your hair, or was it?
It was mine. It was mine.
okay.
I got to stop wearing these hats, otherwise I'm not going to have it any longer. But, yeah.
But you've got a lot of stuff coming up. I mean, like it's going to be a big week. It's starting the first week of December for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been crazy. I just put out a single on Friday. And I've got another one that comes out on December 9th that they're actually using in my next film that Sony is putting out in roughly like 1,200 theaters on December 12th.
Okay, tell us the name of that movie.
It's called 5,000 Blankets, and it stars Anna Camp and myself and this genius kid, Carson Minier, who is unbelievable. I just saw the final cut, and it is a beautiful, beautiful film about homelessness and mental health.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can we see a trailer of that? I mean, is it available?
You want to watch it right now?
Good.
But I think,
Stay tuned.
Matter of fact,
I think we need to show that. We probably need to show that in this show because I want everybody to get an idea of that because Nashville right now, I know that there are a lot of organizations like Room at the Inn that are incredible in downtown Nashville, but homelessness has really hit us and the nation harder this year than ever, I think.
Well, that and to go with the pandemic, the mental health issues. When I deal with teenagers with my business, this generation has been rocked like no other generation in modern educational history, and so it's real, and it knows it does not discriminate. Doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how old you are. So it's great that you're taking that on head on.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really special project, and it actually kind of tells the story of how it's a true story biopic of how the Phillips Wish Foundation came to be, which addresses and helps the homeless population in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And it's a beautiful, beautiful film.
Rob, I know that you have a place in Los Angeles and you have a place here in Middle Tennessee.
Well, not anymore. I got rid of Los Angeles because I was just bleeding cash left and right. So, but yeah, I do live here now full time. Yeah.
So you found see, he's one of those.
See, he's a chocolate.
I like to say I'm sticks adjacent. Still close enough, but still removed.
I love it. I love it. Where are you from originally?
I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, the rock and roll center of the universe.
Don't say anything. It's a city. It's nice.
No, I know, but it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in Cleveland.
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
So that's what I was going for. How did you end up being a country singer-songwriter?
Country's really big in Ohio, believe it or not. I grew up listening to WGAR, and I fell in love with country music from the age of 7, 8.
No kidding. Who did you
life.
grow up listening to? Who were the people that influenced you country-wise?
The usual suspects. I mean, George Strait, Alan Jackson. But there was one song that I'll never forget by Michael Peterson that really, 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 really touched me. If I'd love her by the book.
No, he is, I think, one of the most underrated artists ever because he's so good.
If I had loved her by the book.
Yep.
Very good. You also then moved and went to New York for a while, right?
My story's kind of crazy. Yeah, I spent some time in England. I went to Dulwich College out there. I came back. I lived in New York City. I thought I was going to do theater. Within 2 weeks of moving there, I got a Law and Order SVU episode.
In just a matter of weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, that happens to everybody.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then the first script that my manager that I signed with gave me, I got the lead in this $8 million movie. And then we shot that. Took me to Utah on a movie with Nina Dobrev, which took me to LA, and then kind of went series to series. And once my show Mistresses got canceled, I started coming here, and now I call this place home.
I love that. I love that. Well, where can we see you play live? Got any shows coming up in December?
Man, I don't actually, because I just finished a movie in LA. I just got back, and I'm leaving in a few days to go to Colorado on another country music film. And so we're going to be shooting that up until about Christmas time.
How great is it to be able to scratch an itch, acting, writing, performing, doing your country thing, doing your musical. You're a well-diverse portfolio. I mean, you get to do a lot of different things, whereas when people just kind of stay on one channel and they're just going to grind away at that. You don't do that.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel very, very blessed and full of gratitude that I'm able to do really these three things that bring me a lot of joy and I hope touch people.
One of the things I thought was so fascinating about you, I had always seen this man play guitar, and you and Smith Curry are always playing guitar and whatever. I saw him at a Christmas movie with Marie Osmond, and he's sitting there playing the piano, and I thought, oh, that's acting. No, that's like your first instrument. That was actually you playing in the movie.
It is. It's my first instrument. Yeah.
To have that kind of range is, I mean, a lot of people, they see the facade, but the amount of practice you must put in to be able to be that good at that and at guitar and singing.
It's for me, it's not practice. It's what I love
doodling.
to do, and none of it ever feels like work, and that's the dream.
And that's the key. Do what you love, and you will never work a day in your life. That's amazing. I love that. Rob Mays, the new movie is called 1,000 Blankets.
5,000
blankets.
Not just 1,000.
Not just 1,000.
5,000
blankets. And you'll see it out by Sony Pictures. And it's coming out when?
December 12th and 13th. And you can get tickets online now.
Good. Quickly, your thoughts of Nashville moving here. Was it what you thought? Everybody, I'm not doing the Nashville thing. You're here. You obviously love it, and you're staying here.
I love it so much. I've been coming to town for about 5 years, and it's. I'm not just saying this because I'm here with you guys right now, but it is my happy place, And it's the ethos in town here is so supportive, and I think that it's people come here because they want to work on their craft. And that is a laudable thing. And it's reflected in the music and in the community and in the relationships.
Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Nashville's better because you're here.
Well, I don't know about that. But
That's what your publicist said to me. So
it's one more car on the freeway.
Rob Mays,
exactly
everybody.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're the one clogging up all the South Loop. Okay, now I know who to blame. No.
You guys, we're going to take a look. And I actually sat down with Larry Stewart of Restless Heart and also a group called the Frontmen, who will be at Christmas for Kids November 21st. And we're going to check a little bit of that video out, and we'll be right back.
Look! Yeah, buddy, there you go. Hey, well, that one got away.
He's here, guys. He's here.
What your mom got up her sleeve?
Nothing?
Sure he's here?
Yeah, I think so.
He should be here any minute.
A few years back, we all head up to Great Bear Lake in Canada for a nice little guys camping, fishing.
Are you all right? It's happening again, isn't it?
It's fine.
He said he'd be here. I'm sure there was an emergency at work or something. I'll be right there. He's been doing really good for a really long time. I called Dr. Bartley, and we're seeing him first thing tomorrow morning, and we'll just take it from there. Bobby!
You said he left of his own volition. Can't be listed as a missing person yet.
My husband is not well. I know you miss him very much, and I know that wherever he is, he misses you. Can't help that he's sick.
We didn't ask for any of this, but we get to choose how we react to it.
Grandma!
There's strength to be found in others in their faith. It can help you find purpose.
Are you hungry?
What do you think?
There's a lot of holes to hide in this city.
The lady that I met tonight, I gave her your blanket. I wish we could give them all blankets.
There are over 5,000 homeless souls in this city alone. So it is Philip's wish to reach each and every one of them with a comforting gesture. A blanket. You're a celebrity. Whoa!
One of your friends, Delia, and this is Paul. I thought it would be good for folks to meet some of the people we're trying to help. Will we ever find him?
I believe we will.
An incredibly frigid night ahead. You sure you want to do all this tonight, on Christmas Eve?
There's something you should see.
We heard you could use a hand.
Let's help get these people warm.
We have to believe we can make a change, no matter how small. You stop believing in that, you stop living.
This is my buddy Larry Stewart from Restless Heart, and we welcome everybody in because we are going to have a Merry Christmas time. Every year there is an album that's released at Christmas time, and I always say this year more Christmas albums got released than normal. And I don't know whether people were just in a Christmas mood or what, but we started. I started listening to all the albums, and yours won. Yours is the best Christmas album of the whole year.
What?
Yes. You are Mr. Christmas. If you go through Larry's place, we're at his house. This is his tree, and it's got lots of CDs on it.
Laid them out all over the place for you. I thought it'd crack you up.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got them in between the Santas over there. Yeah.
Were you always a Christmas guy?
Yeah, I remember when I was 5 years old, 4 years old. I'd rearrange the presents every day. We had the color wheel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and listen, we were the only ones on the block with the color wheel. I thought I was the coolest.
It is. Oh, the color wheels. Yeah. And I remember when we had the aluminum, the silver tree.
I had that too.
You have to have that with the color wheel because you wanted the foil to change colors.
Well, then we went to the green tree later on for some reason, and then we get the icicles. The icicles that would hang,
And were you a throw the bunch on, or were you a one?
No. It would be 2 or 3 max, for each. Yeah, it was bad.
Oh. There's always I always say that the Christmas instruction person, the person who goes, no, you have to do it this way. You have to do it this way.
Well, my mom would help me. They'd throw it up there, and then little me, get a little stool, go kind of fix it. Oh, there's a big clump there. I don't like that.
Oh, you were that guy.
I was that guy. Still am.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're the guy who, okay, when is
So yeah, I get the grandkids. They come and they stick stuff all over the place. Oh, that looks great. And then, hopefully they forget where they put them. And then in a day or two,
You fix it.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Oh my gosh. How funny is that? Well, I'm allergic to the real trees sometimes, and sometimes I respond kind of negatively to that evergreen. I didn't know it was the reason that I'd start wheezing and having all that problem. So I'm a big fan of, I like the trees that are fake. Is it okay? Is it so? This is fake.
It's a fake.
That's a really good one, though.
I've had a long time. It came with lights on it, but the lights were cheap, and I went out and thought, that tree looks so good, I'm gonna keep it.
It looks real. It looks real. See, now I'm going to ask everybody that's out there, weigh in the comments, real versus, and I don't like using fake. Let's say manufactured, forever young tree.
We're just making them, pretty nice now. And
they really are.
I used to come and bring it and put it out in the side yard, go get my hacksaw and cut the bottoms a little bit, and then, and then sometimes the bottom of the tree, the knob of the tree, wouldn't fit in the tree stand because it was something, and so you had to saw all that. Yeah, I just got tired of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a real fireplace.
It's a three-piece. You put them, put them in the stand, and you start fluffing,
And it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, I want to invite everybody to kind of weigh in and kind of join us and share your favorite Christmas songs. We're just going to kind of talk a little bit about Christmas. Favorite Christmas memory?
Favorite Christmas memory, probably when I was 8 years old in Paducah, Kentucky. I got up one morning, and we didn't live in a very big house, but I walked in, and there was a Model A Ford, kind of a mini, but a two-person Model A Ford with Briggs and Stratton engineering.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Really?
So, I thought that's the cool thing. It had Larry on each side,
Oh.
So anyway, all I wanted to do was drive that. So we opened the presents, and then after that, it's time to go get that Model A going. Mm-hmm. Well, we couldn't get it out of the house.
Oh no!
How Santa got it in there, we don't know. It took us 4 hours to get the car out of the house. We had to call neighbors to help us. Okay, well, let's take the wheels off, and and it was like, man, Santa did
He's
good
magic. Santa
getting
is
it in
magic.
his house. We finally got it out 4 hours later. We put gas in it, and some neighbors got it. Finally made it start, and I drove it for a couple of days and then totaled and ran under a van that was parked out on the street.
Well, it didn't say much for your ability to drive, but it certainly is.
I've gotten better.
You gotten better. That's good. That's good. Song. What you gonna play for us?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want to hear? What are you gonna sing?
I don't know.
No.
I whatever you. If there's a part, I'll jump on it. But you sing.
We got falling snow, a fireplace that glows, a million lights around the tree. We had a snowball fight, sing silent night. You got your picture on Santa knee. When the holiday spirit comes along each year, and I snuggle up close to you, I don't have to wait for that perfect gift. All I want is my dream come true. Every day is Christmas, baby, when I'm with you. Don't need to fill no stocking with anything exciting new. Leave the holly and the ivy and the mistletoe. Save presents for another day, and just wrap ourselves together. Let the world fade away. Oh, I love you, honey. It don't matter what time of year it is. Every day is Christmas. Oh,
Christmas.
Stuff.
What
You know
is-
one of my favorite albums, Christmas albums of all time?
What?
Vince Gill's Christmas album.
Oh.
He did two of them. The very first one, at MCA, and then he went out to LA and recorded one. Not that one with the symphony. The very first one where he and Jenny are singing the duet and it brings tears to your eyes.
Yeah, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Yeah.
Yes, that
Mhm,
whole
that one.
album is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen to that in the summertime.
Well, whether you're watching this on playback, whatever, leave in the comments your year-round Christmas album that it pops up and you listen. You just can't help yourself. And this one, I guarantee you, is going to be your new year-round listen. And it is Every Day is Christmas, and it's Larry Stewart, LarryStewartMusic.com. Now, you can download it, but honestly, you can't get all the good stuff. Can they order from your website?
Yes, you can go to Walmart.com and order it. You can go to Amazon and order it. You can, download it from iTunes or just stream it. But if you go to LarryStewartMusic.com, I'll sign it and send it to you.
See, that's what I was going for.
If you go to LarryStewartMusic.com right now and order it, I'll send it out tomorrow.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Christmas for Kids is back at the Ryman this November 21st. Christmas for Kids provides children with shopping sprees, coats, and unforgettable experiences every year. This annual fundraising concert helps bring that experience to more kids. This year is hosted by Phil Vassar and includes Chris Young. The frontmen, which is Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas, Essex County, and a whole lot more. Christmas for Kids, November 21st. To purchase tickets, go right now to Ryman.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Taste of Nashville. It looks like we have the taste of all of Nashville, but it's actually Taste of the Omni.
And this is a 2023 version. This is just hot off the press or grill, if you will.
I know. And how was the short rib?
It melted in my, it was like butter. It
Didn't
just
even have
melted.
to use a knife
No,
or a
I wouldn't do
fork.
it. I was going to use my hands, but I got too many people here. I'd be called out and want to ruin the jacket and all that.
Well, I have a segment on my show called What's New at the Zoo with Jim Bartu.
Yeah.
What's New at the Zoo with Jim Bartu. And Jim Bartu is here.
I think we got a lot of musical talent. I think we should get them to
he pronounces his
create
name
that
Bartow,
jingle.
but
We
that's
do
okay.
need to. We have been friends forever.
Apparently.
And I love the Nashville Zoo. I love it. I do.
I love you too.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm just going to leave here.
It's
You guys
okay.
can have a moment. No.
We talk a lot about the conservation at the zoo, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about the biggest Chinese lantern exhibit really in the country.
It is. It's the largest Chinese lantern event in the country. It's called Zoo Illumination. It starts November 18th, and it runs all the way through February 4th. every night up until the beginning of January, and then we go Thursdays to Sundays. You can check out the website to get the specifics on it, but it's over 1,000 lanterns, and some of these are huge. As a matter of fact, there's one lantern so big you can park like 10 Predator Zambonis in it.
or 5,000 blankets. You could put in there as well. So the guy, that was quick. That was pretty good. What's a Chinese lantern, by the way? I mean, for all the people that failed their SAT out there.
Well, no, that's a really good question. So I don't know a lot about the history, but I know that in China, Chinese lanterns have a long history to them. They started out very simple as a way to be able to light the night, very small. And over time, they got more and more complex. People started having festivals to show off all the different types of lanterns that they could build. And it's kind of blown out into this beautiful, huge event in Zhejiang, China. They have a whole city that's filled with them. The company that's making these for Nashville Zoo is actually from Zhejiang. They send 35 artisans from China over to Nashville, and they've lived with us here since August, and they live here in Nashville, and they come out to the zoo every day, and they build these lanterns from the ground up, from scratch, and it's all rebar and different types of metal that's all wrapped in silk, different colors of silk. Some of it's airbrushed. It's all lit from within with these LED lights, and they're beautiful during the day, just very complex designs and whatnot. And then at night, the whole thing just lights up, and it's just beautiful color, and it's everywhere throughout the zoo. We have anything from full-size buildings to just little tiny hand lanterns that are hanging from the ceilings as you walk around different areas around the zoo. 3 miles of pathway, 1,000 lanterns. It's spectacular.
What I love, when you go to the Nashville Zoo at night and you see these families with these kids and they're wheeling the kids around, it's wonder. It literally and they get so excited. And if you got a kid and they go, well, what does a kid get out of this? This isn't a live animal. This isn't whatever. Right. Kids are amazed in ways that I didn't even expect when I watched them,
during the holiday season, people like to get out and see lights anyway, right? It's a holiday light tradition. And this is just a different take on that, right? We have lots of different lanterns around. We have a whole area that's dedicated to the North Pole and the North Pole Village. So we have Christmas trees and Santa's sleigh and the Polar Express. And when I say the Polar Express, I'm talking about a full-size train that's made of lantern, right? It's a giant lantern, and the whole thing glows at night. So it's just fantastic to go and see, and it's something very different that families can do this holiday season and really beyond, well into 2023.
More than a zoo, I'm telling you that. More than animals. That's amazing. What are the hours? What people would like to go? Of course, it gets dark at 2:30 here, but actually it's 4:30 now. So you could go pretty early and still get home at a decent time.
You could, yeah. It starts at 5 o'clock. It ends at 9, so it's 5 to 9 each night. And literally, we are open every single night through like January 8th. So if you want to come out the night before Thanksgiving, we're open. If you want to come out Thanksgiving night, we're open. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, all of those times we're open during those times. So you can come out and see those. I know a lot of people have family that come into town, and it's great to spend time with them on Thanksgiving and Christmas and those kind of things. But you get to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, I don't want to look at you anymore. Let's go out to the zoo and look at something else, right? And that's a great way to be able to do that.
Can I mention, and I talk about this a lot, the family gift? If you have your Christmas tree, I always say that if you have some family gifts, just tie them on the tree and have a zoo membership is the most affordable thing, and you get to enjoy it all year long.
That's right. Yeah, you can buy certificates for other people. So if you're a new grandma or grandpa, or you have been a grandma and grandpa for a while and you have a lot of grandkids and you're looking at that long list of kids to fulfill for, this is a nice alternative to buy a membership for an entire family, and they can use it all year long. And the gift certificates are easy. You just go online and buy them right online, and they'll send it to you digitally.
It's amazing how affordable it is too. I mean, it's really one of the most affordable things for families to do in this whole town.
It is, yeah. It's really kind of designed to pay for itself in 2 visits. So if you have a regular family and you think you're going to if you think you're going to go out and see the zoo more than once, it really makes more sense to become a member, and then you can come as much as you like. And the beauty is you don't have to feel like you have to see the zoo in a day, right? You can split it up into chunks, and we're getting bigger and bigger every single year. So it's hard sometimes for people to see everything that we have out there.
And the medical facility now where you see the babies, do you have any babies now?
We have some clouded leopards that are almost on their way out. So
Adorable.
yeah,
How big are the paws? The paws are like
the paws. They're at that age where they're still playing, but they're drawing blood. So we have to be very careful about how we play with them. Yeah, they're getting to that stage.
So the clouded leopards, the Zoolumination, there's so many wonderful things to do at the Nashville Zoo. NashvilleZoo.org is where you get all the tickets and information and see it. And if you think, oh, it's going to be there till February, don't wait till the last minute because you will forget.
No, and don't come out on a whim on a Saturday night for Zoolumination expecting to get tickets, because this is a very popular event, and we will sell out some of those popular nights like Fridays and Saturday nights. So if you're looking to plan something with a family, with a big group of people, go ahead, make the arrangement, get the tickets now so you have it secured for those nights, so nobody is disappointed.
And you can do that on the website, clearly, right?
Yep, you can do all that right on the website.
Anybody, like somebody my age can just click and not get
you just
lost
go
and
right
all that.
through there. As a matter of fact, we had somebody buy tickets a little bit earlier. You go in, you pick out the number of tickets that you want, adult tickets, child tickets, and then you hit go, and it tells you, right, these are the dates that are available that we can fit that many people into that.
I don't think I can screw that up. I don't think so. I think that would be pretty good. I think you've just, Lindley and I, my wife and I, we have a date. It's going to be date night. It's going to be there.
All right, fantastic.
See, isn't that wonderful?
Is there a dark corner we can kind of, no.
There'll be plenty of dark corners.
I'll blow out one of the
night there,
lanterns or something.
Just don't wander off the pathways. Sometimes
I'm sorry.
the
Y'all don't listen to him.
Don't listen to me. No, I've lost my mind.
And then you can follow the tradition of Chinese food at Christmas, right?
Yeah,
You know?
well, we'll have some Chinese dishes that are out there as part of that.
I wondered.
Absolutely.
See,
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
a full immersion.
What's new at the zoo with Jim Bartu, everybody? Hey, when we come back, we're going to go to a whole other side of the world. Essex County will join us for Christmas for kids.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs, including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Christmas for Kids is back at the Ryman this November 21st. Christmas for Kids provides children with shopping sprees, coats, and unforgettable experiences every year. This annual fundraising concert helps bring that experience to more kids. This year is hosted by Phil Vassar and includes Chris Young. The frontmen, which is Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas, Essex County, and a whole lot more. Christmas for Kids, November 21st. To purchase tickets, go right now to ryman.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Welcome back to the Taste of Nashville with the famous Omni Hotel at Kitchen Notes. John Dwyer along with Devin O'Day. Devin, I feel like the Ford modeling agency is broken out with every guest. I feel like this is by no, you booked the guests.
I
okay?
did.
Yeah, shocking that, and they're talented as all get out. Yeah.
I did.
So I'm just going to let you, because this is good stuff right here.
Look, I'm at the age where I can be adorable and inappropriate all at the same time. And it's like, it's okay. That's what I do. But the Essex County is in the house.
Hello.
And
They're
you guys,
such sweet boys. They really are.
They are.
Or you got everybody fooled. I don't know.
I know. We're not really from England. No. That was my Elvis impression. That's rubbish. Sorry about that.
Okay, we got Nate, Mark, and Kieran. And you guys, it's been crazy with being either stuck across the pond because of the pandemic, but now you're here and you're part of an amazing Christmas tradition here did you know that goes back to Conway Twitty?
Really?
Yeah, Christmas for Kids actually started because Conway Twitty and his bus driver knew there were a bunch of kids that weren't going to get Christmas, so they just loaded them up in a bus and took them to Walmart and bought Christmas for them. And that's how Christmas for Kids started, just that sweet. And you guys are part of a show on November 21st. Ryman.com is where you get the tickets. But are you excited?
Yes.
Gosh, we played there once, and I was like, we always wanted to play there again, and I can't believe we're actually going to do it. But this is even more of a privilege because you just mentioned that, and it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the sound and the acoustics in there.
It's gonna be amazing.
Did you know it used to be a church?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wow. I did.
We got the guy to talk. Very cool.
Actually, the three of us met. The three of them met me. It was at Cafe Lula, and it's right outside the Ryman Auditorium.
That's right.
And Lisa Harless from Regions Bank said, I've got some guys you need to meet.
Yeah.
You really need to meet them, trust me. And you guys blew me away with your vocal stylings because it really is sibling harmony. How far back does your music go? I mean, when did you guys start singing together?
Well, Mark won Guitarist of the Year when he was 11 years old in 1996.
It started out with instrumental kind of music, and then it sort of went from there to, singing, and we thought, we don't really fancy that. We were just playing a lot of instrumental
drums,
dream
guitars,
theatre and
the rest
stuff like
of it.
this, and then we got into singing like, teens, like 14, 15, and then kind of like shortly after that, we kind of got a record deal very early on, and came out of school
with Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys,
and
Westlife,
sort of took
all
over
these
our
big
life.
bands.
Yeah.
And then we got ripped off for millions, as you do in the industry. But then we always stand out. So we started writing.
Honor, really. I mean,
Yeah,
you
badge of
made
honor.
it.
That's right.
Until you lose it.
I've been ripped off.
Somebody steals it.
Yeah.
Right.
But then we started writing songs with our mum, and we started we always kept persevering, and just kept bumping into idiot manager after idiot manager after idiot manager. And it was like, I'm fed up with this now. So we kind of, years later, we did the X Factor in the UK, and then we sang the song that we wrote with our mum 20 years ago. Got it off the shelf and played that. And then that kind of led the way into Nashville. And that was how we got here, through that show. But it was perseverance on our behalf. To just like skip the pond and just do it,
I love that. I love stories like that, and we need more stories like that because people give up and they get beaten up by this industry.
Yeah.
But you guys have done it with this unsinkable spirit because every time I see you, you're so up. Yeah. And I know you got to have down days.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Of course we do.
yeah.
But this stuff here makes us
keeps you
glow.
up. Yeah.
It's so nice to do this.
Did you know growing up in it, did you know that this would be going on, that you would make a living professionally?
Oh, we've never made a living.
We've never made a living.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if you had, somebody's there to take it. Yeah. Great.
I can assure you that.
But no, for all you to, I mean, did you see this coming?
No, definitely not. Not at all. No.
Not in this format, because well, Kieran mentioned it the other day. It was only been since 2013 that we became a vocal group.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mark said, we were all musicians, drums, guitars, everything else.
But you had to know you could sing. Yeah, come on, didn't you?
We were pressured to sing.
You were pressured.
We were pressured.
You were held up. You will sing
by our
or
manager.
else.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that. By our manager at the time. No, we kind of like had to do an
Glad you
audition.
let it go.
Or else we weren't going to be, getting the record deal. So it's kind of a bit pressurising.
But then it formed and forged what we are today.
I love it. Okay, accents in America are all different wherever you're from. The same way with the UK. Where are you guys from?
We're from Essex County, so if you go 40 minutes north of London, you'll be in Essex County.
Okay,
so
that's right.
It's very close to London.
Our accent's not too...
It's where they got the band name.
It's not too drastic.
Right?
Yeah, Scotland,
That's it.
Manchester. Sorry, there's 3 different conversations.
Sorry about that.
You know how we remedy 3 different conversations? We make it all become harmonic. You guys, would you sing something for
Absolutely.
us? I love it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, this song is called Boombox, and Lisa Harless had us sing this for years, and we still do it, and people love it, and it's just fun one to do.
We're going to do a bit of loofah for you.
What's the key of it? So you don't mess this up?
Let me wipe my hands clean so I don't. I get very slimy.
Well, don't worry about that for now.
Don't worry about that for now. Slime through it.
Where have you been?
There's loads of ectoplasm everywhere.
Ready, boys?
Okay, here we go. What song are we doing? Yeah, here we go.
The way your body comes alive every time you drop that beat. No, baby. It makes me wanna take the song, keep me playing on repeat. No, baby. 'Cause you got the bounce and you got the swagger. Curves like Dolly, cool like Mick Jagger. Talk the talk and walk the walk is working on me. You got that whole damn body rocking walls. Shake with the bass, drop it. Turn it up like an old cassette. Flip it on over, baby, play it again. That hip hop rock and roll red hop, girl, you know it. You got me begging, baby, please don't stop with your boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom box. That boom, boom, boom box, yeah. Something about the way you sing, something in the way she moves. Hey, yeah. Baby, ain't no surprise that I can take my eyes off of you, girl. 'Cause when you walk into that room, you got that whole damn body rocking walls. Shake with the bass, drop it. Turn it up like an old cassette. Flip it on over, baby, play it again. That hip hop rock and roll red hop, girl, you know it. Got me begging, baby, please don't stop with your boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom, ba ba ba. You got me begging, baby, please don't stop, yeah. Ooh, no. 'Cause you got the bands and you got the swagger. Curves like Dolly, cool like Mick Jagger. Talk the talk, the walk you walk, working on me, yeah. You got that whole damn body rocking walls. Shake with the bass, drop it, yeah. Turn it up like an old cassette. Flip it on over, baby, play it again. That hip hop rock and roll red hop, girl, you know it. Got me begging, baby, please don't stop with your boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom box.
goodness. And when Nan Kelly saw you sing that, Nan Kelly, my co-host at that time, she just went, oh my. Oh my.
I have to ask influences because that's Ray Charles, that's Joe Cocker, I don't know where to.
Well, it's
good
all
stuff.
of that, to be honest. Our parents would always make us listen to American music. There's very rare British music in the house, really. It's weird. We never really listened to the Beatles or Rolling Stones or anything like that, really.
So it's like
They didn't listen to the Beatles.
I like that. The Beatles. Yeah.
Kind of interesting, really.
Yeah, the Beatles made it out of England. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Germany.
Germany of all places. But it's like we love all the Americana country stuff, but then we kind of always dipped our hands into the hard rock stuff as well. Like Bon Jovi and Def Leppard and even heavier bands and that, like Dream Theater and stuff like that. So we kind of meld our influences that way, you know?
We're trying to tame our influences.
There's a lot of bands that you never see back in the 80s and early 90s that are like AOR, so adult contemporary rock, that we used to listen to and collect. And
Hair and Scare.
Suitcases of stuff that's just really good that never got to see the light of day, like Bon Jovi era, you know.
AOR, haven't heard that for a while.
Yeah.
Album-oriented rock.
Mix that with country, that's a good...
But we're going to
I
get
love
to
it
hear
all,
what
yeah.
that sounds like at the Ryman.
Yeah.
November 21st, Ryman.com to get your tickets, Christmas for Kids. You're going to get to see these guys. Essex County, how can they follow you?
Essex County Official on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And we have a TikTok if you can be bothered.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we're on there a little bit.
Be bothered. Be bothered. Go to their TikTok.
Be
it's
very
awesome.
bothered.
Please.
You know, when the Beatles did come here, you know who brought their first demo tape to Nashville, to America? Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee, you know, rocking around.
How dare you?
How dare you, Nathan? Redeem yourself.
She was kind of their first angel that brought the. Do you guys have an angel that kind of helped? Who has helped you?
Cindy Watts and Lisa Harless.
Mm-hmm.
They are the angels that have brought us here.
See, everybody's got to have an angel. And it's the holiday time. We're thinking about angels. So a big shout out to all our angels out there.
And we're all wearing white today.
Well, you are.
Just make out we are.
Sugar,
they'll never know. I'm only joking.
You guys are fabulous. So Essex County, you guys follow them because they're going places. They're going places.
Thank you.
And so are we, because we're going to talk about hiring and all the wonderful things going on at the Omni Hotel here at Taste of Nashville. Stay with us.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Christmas for Kids is back at the Ryman this November 21st. Christmas for Kids provides children with shopping sprees, coats, and unforgettable experiences every year. This annual fundraising concert helps bring that experience to more kids. This year is hosted by Phil Vassar and includes Chris Young. The frontmen, which is Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas, Essex County, and a whole lot more. Christmas for Kids, November 21st. To purchase tickets, go right now to Ryman.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Taste of Nashville mornings on Main Street. Taste of Nashville taped right here live at the Omni Hotel. It is literally the diamond of our city. It is. I love this hotel so much.
I took my wife and I when it first opened. We did a anniversary here, a staycation.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, and I'm not sure if we're allowed back at the pool or not.
What did you do?
What we didn't do. No. It was fantastic, and you felt like you're out of town. 100% great service. And we'll do it again. So if you are local, because you're like, well, I don't want to, you absolutely want to be at the Omni and spend a night, spend two. So, and that way you're not in traffic, so we loved it.
I believe in being a tourist in your own hometown.
Right.
And
Good
you know
way.
what's even better? Working in your own hometown. I mean, if you want a wonderful place to work, and with that, we welcome Sarah Rojas. And you are part of this amazing corporation and this wonderful hotel. Why are people so happy that work here? I mean, I have never met somebody in a bad mood that works in this hotel.
That's so good to hear.
It's
I
not
love
allowed.
that. You gave me a compliment on my boots earlier, which is
I know, we don't want to.
we like to have fun at work. Honestly, this place is great. My first time actually here in Nashville, it was here to come interview here. And as soon as I finished my interviews, I was like, I have to stay here. I have to live here. So much fun. The energy, as you mentioned, the minute I checked in, the minute I was here for 24 hours, and I was like, I need this job. I was trying to play hard to get, but I was like, I need this job because of the energy. Everyone here is just happy to be here. We like to have fun at work. Which is one of the biggest things that we really enjoy here. So, yeah.
Well, there's always a need for people. And when you have a place that's this big and it's customers first, it requires a lot of employees. It does. And so are you hiring now?
We are. We actually have some great key positions open. We're looking for some support for this restaurant kitchen notes. We need a couple of assistant managers for food and beverage, bar lines, my high volume honky tonk needs a couple of assistant managers as well. The front office operation could use a couple of assistant managers and some catering managers. So if you love events, this is the place to do it. We're looking for one of those.
Catering managers.
Yep, catering managers. Yep.
What is the culture like to work here? Because I run a nonprofit where we help young people become employable, and we tell them as being interviewed, you have an opportunity to ask questions. So if I was applying for a job here, I'd want to know, who am I working with?
So you really have to enjoy people. I tell people that's number one. We can teach you the skill set. I mean, we can teach you how to use the systems. We can teach you how to, run a microsystem or serve a table. But really, you really have to enjoy just talking to people, getting to know your guests, doing some small conversations. You must be okay and comfortable with that because that's what people are here for, right? They're here to get to know the city. You want to be able to share things about the city, recommendations. I mean, I'm still new, and I'm always asking my own employees, where do I go for restaurants and things to do in the weekend? So really just attitude. I can tell you that the best hires that we've had are the ones that really, truly just thrive of wanting to grow and wanting to learn. Because this company, there's so much growth potential. I have about 7 leaders here that started as interns and now are continuing to grow the path. So we just really have to enjoy people and wanting to grow.
That's kind of a magic word, though. You said the word intern. So if you are in a university around here and you want to look into the hospitality world, you can work as an intern as well.
Absolutely. We're actually getting ready to hire a total of 20 for 2023. So I've been interviewing back-to-back interns from all over the states. Actually, we just got back from a couple of trips. And we're sitting up 11, so I still need 8 more. If anyone's out there interested, you just have to be enrolled in school. And if you have graduated, we also have a leadership and development program where you can be a manager in training for a year, and then we can place you anywhere in the company once you go through a training here, which is really cool.
What's the fast track to, if people are watching this or want to know? Certainly don't cold call the front desk.
They can call me?
No, they can't. Okay, but what would be the best way to fast track and find out what careers are available?
They can probably, we actually just started doing a texting method. If they just want to text a specific number.
Very smart.
Say that they're interested. I don't know if you should say it here or.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, let's say it here.
They can just text 561-309-1473. Say, I'm interested in a position, and we'll call them right away. It's just easier and it's fast. So.
Well, we'll make sure that we have that number up. If you have any information that you need, Omni Nashville is a wonderful work environment. And I like it when someone says, hey, I need a place to go eat. Where do you recommend? You got everything right here. I mean, you've got bar lines, you've got kitchen notes, you've got Bob's Steakhouse. And then you think about, well, where do we go if we want a massage? Well, we got the spa here. That's
We did that on our honeymoon thing.
you?
We
How
hit the
was it?
spa. But it was fantastic. And it felt like we were on a vacation. And the people there were fantastic. We got treated so well. So you're exactly right. You don't even have to leave the premises.
Yeah.
I mean, you might want to get out and stretch a little bit, but
My HR heart's so happy to hear that.
is that
Had a great
right? No, it was
experience.
great. It was very sexy. It was
Love
wonderful.
that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
He said it was sexy. The Omni Hotel is. I mean, the food is even sexy. Well, girl, those boots, we're all having big
Thank you.
envy. Those are sexy. I'm
Style and
Thank you. I
profile
love
in
those
there.
boots.
Very work appropriate.
Yeah.
It's cute.
And comfortable, right? You got to put in a few steps here. Yeah.
I just think it's amazing that people can walk in those. You get the award for boots right
Thank
now.
you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Is it a wrap already?
It is. This is one of the more fun shows. This was you, and you're responsible for it. I'm just here, trying not to get loose and turn four or anything. I
He
just
says
wanna-
that he brought the sexy back to the show. Look at this outfit.
I did-
I mean, come on.
No, that's okay. My animal tags match. That's what I tell people. But it's always a pleasure to be here, and we always get treated so well here at the Omni. So thank you. This is a treat for me.
All right, if you're thinking about a banquet, you know where to come. It is the Omni Hotel. Be a tourist in your own hometown. Come and enjoy live music all the time. And keep listening to all of our shows here on Main Street. We are brought to you. We have a Main Street Media television app that's absolutely free. You'll never miss a show if you have that app. It's free. Hey, see you next time. I'm Devin O'Day.
Happy holidays, John Dwyer. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in a little while.
Thank you.